Since 2025 is almost over, I have 10 books that I'm hopefully going to get to by the end of the year. I have 7 physical books and 3 audiobooks, and honestly, I have, that's so, what? Why do we put stickers on books? That's so annoying. Now there's a whole sticker ring. Anyways, what was I saying? I think what I was trying to say is that you'll sense a common theme of series and more so trying to finish series. In the beginning of 2025, I made a goal to try and finish as many series that I was in the middle of, and honestly, I've done a pretty good job. How is my camera ready flashing already? We're not even a minute in and it's already chaotic. 1 second. I apologize if the camera angle changed. I think we're good now. Let's get into the first book. Honestly, this is the book on my TBR that I'm probably the most excited to read before the end of the year. And I gotta say, I've actually already started it, which is Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh, which is the second book in the Boys of Tommen series. Seriously so good. This is a continuation off of the first book. Was not expecting the first book to leave off where it did. Hence why I am so eager to get into this book. I went to 3 different Targets, 2 different Walmarts, and a Barnes & Noble, and I could not find this book. And then I ordered it off of Amazon, and they canceled my order. I just wanted the book. That's all I wanted in life. I just want this book, and I couldn't get it, and I finally got my hands on a copy. Literally took me about 2 weeks, but it's fine. We have it. She's here. She's found her forever home, and we are so happy. But we're winding a little bit. Like I said, we are following our main 2 characters from the first one, Johnny and Shannon, and it's getting so good. It's so good. I've literally picked up the 3rd and 4th books, which is also sitting over there on my book cart. We're following more of their relationship. They find out more things about each other, and they're also trying to figure out how to manage their relationship because it is very different from the first book. But I'm maybe a third of the way through it. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed, and if I don't stop talking about it right now, I probably will never stop talking about it. Next up, if you couldn't guess, it's another series. I hopefully will be picking up The Risk by Elle Kennedy, which is the 2nd book in the Briar U series. This one honestly might be my favorite. We'll see, I guess. But we are following, what's their names? Jake and what's the coach's daughter's name? Brina. So in this book, we are following Brina, who is the coach's daughter of the hockey team at Briar U, and then also Jake, who is the star forward of Harvard's hockey team. So complete rivals, and I feel like this was just gonna have such good tension, and from what we've gotten in the previous books about Brina, she's a bit of a spitfire. She kind of says what's on her mind. She's very feisty, which I love a feisty character. And Jake seems very sure of himself, very arrogant, so the mix between the 2 should be fairly interesting. Up next, I will be reading this by the time the year is over. I'm excited, but I'm kind of dreading picking it up because I'm not sure what my thoughts will be. The next book I hopefully will be reading is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, which is the 3rd book in the Empyrean series. And now my thoughts on the previous 2 books. Fourth Wing was a 5-star read. Loved that book. Also filmed my reactions to it. But the 2nd book really fell flat for me. I did not enjoy it. It was a complete filler book. Honestly, I don't even remember a single thing that happened, which is probably not a good thing going into this book. What happened in that book? I don't remember. I don't know. I was very uninterested, which was very sad considering Fourth Wing was Fourth Wing. Amazing. But obviously this book took the world by storm. No pun intended. At the beginning of the year, and I feel like, I don't know, I don't want my expectations to be too high, but I feel like they're also kind of low because of the 2nd book. I'm not sure. I have really no idea how I'm gonna feel about this book. She is very thick, but I'm very happy to say I got the pretty edges. Thank you to my friend Olivia who found it for me because I could not find it. But at the same time, I'm so excited to be with these characters again. But then I'm gonna have to wait so long for the 4th book. I've very mixed thoughts on how I feel about this. So maybe I'll film my reaction to this one too. We'll see. Taking a very 360 spin here. Next, I'm hoping to pick up Always and Forever, Laura Jean by Jenny Han. This is the 3rd and final book in the To All the Boys I Loved Before series, and we're basically following... I'm going to be so for real with you guys right now. Not only did my battery die, but this just happened. You have got to be kidding me. Now my SD card is full. Like I said, this was supposed to be a cute little sit down, and
This is so chaotic.
So I just had to change out my SD card. And before filming this video, my camera had a little bit of a glitch where it would not turn off, it did not stop recording, and we had a little bit of a freak out moment. So you thought you were watching a cute little sit down video about books? Think again. I'm really hoping that is going to be the last interruption of this video for my sake and for your sake. So from what I gather, we're basically following Laura Jean in her senior year, and I should also mention that I've watched all of the Whoa, stay, please, stay. I should also mention that I watched all the movies, and from what I'm reading on the back of the book, this one seems fairly different from the movie, but I'm also having a really hard time picturing the movie right now. I don't know why, but Laura Jean is kind of going through all of the like last little things of high school, like figuring out what college she wants to go to, prom, a class trip to New York, and this is the third and final book in the series, so I don't want to say too much. The series has been very YA. It's probably not my favorite series I've ever read, but it's very cute, and honestly it's bringing me back to like middle school me because I was obsessed with the movies. I loved them so much, so like reading this, it's almost very nostalgic, but I have a feeling this one is gonna be my favorite out of the series. Okay, next up is another series, but I will be starting a series. I know, I'm yelling at myself too. I don't know if there's a different name for the overall series, but I'm going to be starting Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett, and I got this one and also the second book in the series in the Barnes & Noble editions. Tell me this is not like the most beautiful cover that I own. And it also has, I don't know what this is called, so if you know what it's called, please comment so that I can figure it out, but it has like the edges where they don't quite like meet up. And I love it. I love that so much. I honestly don't know what this is about. Emily Wilde is good at many things. She is a foremost expert on fairies, she's a genius scholar, and a meticulous researcher who is writing the world's first encyclopedia of fairy lore. Tell me that does not give you just comfy, cozy, cutesy little vibes. She arrives in the Hardscrabble village of... I have no idea how to pronounce that. How to pronounce Hrafnsvik? I was gonna watch a video, but then somebody commented that's the wrong pronunciation. Okay, well, I was going to try and look it up to figure out how to pronounce it, but I guess not. Emily has no intention of befriending the gruff townsfolk, nor does she care to spend time with another new arrival. Her dashing and insufferably handsome academic rival, Wendell Babbleby, who manages to charm the townsfolk, muddle Emily's research, and utterly confound and frustrate her. Oh, so we've got a cute, cozy fantasy romance. I'm so excited. I don't know how to pronounce anything, but I'm so excited. Moving on. This next one has a little bit of a backstory to it. I hopefully will be picking up Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. This book has been on my TBR for so long. I feel like this is a very, very common book. I feel like almost every reader reads this at some point in their reading career. And I actually bought this a while ago. My library was having a sale on books, so I decided to pick up this one, and I believe in March of this year, I picked it up, and I just was not feeling a big, huge, thick literary book. I just was not, and I've kind of picked it up a few times since and I haven't really been feeling it, but I kind of feel like picking it up now, even though I feel like picking up all of these books right now. From what I've been reading of it, it's very, very heartfelt. It's literally you going through these two girls' lives, watching them from when they are children to when they meet, to middle school, high school, college, and just their lives after school and into being adults and all the hardships that they go through and bumps in their friendship. And on the back it says, for 30 years, Tully and Kate are there for each other, weathering the storms of friendship, jealousy, anger, hurt, resentment. They think they survived it all until an unexpected betrayal tears them apart and puts their courage and friendship to the ultimate test. Will this book break me in half? Probably, but I'm here for it. I'm very excited. Last book on my physical TBR. This one's also gonna be kind of a fun one. I know nothing about this book. I've never heard of it. I did pick it up from a little free library, so I did get an ARC copy even though it came out July 29th, right? That's 7. It's kind of fun though having an ARC, even though I didn't read it before the book came out. But it's You Belong Here by Megan Miranda. And I know it's it looks like a mystery thriller. Beckett Bowery never thought she'd return to Wyatt Valley, a picturesque college town in the Virginia mountains steeped in tradition. Her roots there are strong. Beckett's parents taught at the college, and she never imagined studying anywhere else until a tragedy her senior year ended with 2 local men dead and her roommate on the run, never to be seen again. For the last 2 decades, Beckett has done her best to keep her distance. Then her daughter, Delilah, secretly applies at Wyatt College and earns a full scholarship, and Beckett can only hope that the lingering fears are unfounded. But deep down, she knows that Wyatt Valley has a long memory and that the past isn't the only dangerous thing in the town. It sounds very interesting. Apparently, it's a Reese Witherspoon book club pick, so we're gonna trust Reese and hopefully it's a good book. I feel like I could have fun with this one. Moving on, I have 3 audiobooks I want to read, and now I know y'all are gonna laugh, but just hear me out. I hope to listen to The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling, which is the 3rd book in the Gravesglen series, and now I know we're past Halloween. Honestly, I'm kind of more in a winter mood because there's literally snow on the ground. But like I said, I've been trying to finish series, and I just want to read this one before the end of the year because I don't want to wait a whole, 9 months until fall comes around again. I've gone into the last 2 books kind of blindly, so I don't even think I'm going to read the description of this one. But the last 2 have been fun. They've been very spooky, cozy kind of books, very witchy books. So maybe I'll get to that one. Next on my list is The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson, which is the 4th book in the Truly Devious series. The Truly Devious series has not been my absolute favorite. I've definitely enjoyed the 1st book the most. I love the atmosphere of that book. But at this point, I'm kind of interested to see where this book is going to go because I feel like we've kind of wrapped up a lot of things in the 3rd book. So I'm not really sure where we're going in this one. Maybe we should read the description. Oh, our main character investigates her first mystery outside of Ellingham Academy. Interesting. So technically it did wrap up in the 3rd one. This is just kind of a different mystery within the series. Okay, I'm going to stop reading. I'm gonna leave it for a surprise because now I'm interested. Because am I going to enjoy it less because it's not at Ellingham? Because I love the Academy as the setting of the book, so we'll see. And last but not least, we are in a completely different category than all the other books that I've mentioned in this video. But I hope to pick up The Woman in Me by Britney Spears, which is a memoir on Britney Spears' life. And at the beginning of 2025, I read so many memoirs. I love memoirs, but for some reason I kind of stopped. Not really sure why, because I love hearing about people's stories and just their life and experiences, hardships, all of the above. But for some reason I haven't picked up one in several months. So hopefully this will bring back my spark of reading, or rather listening to memoirs on audiobook. And I've also heard really good things about this one in particular. I feel like it's a very talked about memoir. So we'll see what my thoughts are on this one. So there are the 10 books that I hope to read before the end of the year. At bare minimum, I'm sure that I'll get through a couple of them, but I'm really hoping that I can get through all 10. But the end of the year is always crazy, so we'll see what actually happens with that. Let me know down in the comments, what are some of the books that you guys want to read? I hope you guys enjoyed this very chaotic sit-down video with me. If you guys for some reason enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye y'all.